Meghan Markle had said she had come about the details of the algorithm behind the Google search after being handed a book by a friend. As the Duchess of Sussex had said that she was surprised to learn of findings by gender studies professor Dr. Sophia Noble, suggesting the search engine was contributing to the spreading stereotypes about black women. Speaking at the latest episode of her podcast Archetypes, Meghan had said her findings in his book had my jaw on the floor, as she established that when you type in a question on Google's search engine, it would try to guess what your question would be. The mum of two had added, sort of like the modern-day technological Mad Lib. So fill in the blank to be intuitive for you. She had typed in, "Why are black women so?" And the autofill from the computer, the machine trying to guess your thoughts, maybe shape your thoughts, completed her search with these options. Why are black women so loud? Why are black women so mean? And why are black women so angry? Those were the seeds being planted, as this idea that a black woman must be angry, she added. Moreover, the suit's allure also shed light on her findings of Dr. Nobel's book, Algorithms of Operation. The Duchess of Sussex had added, an angry black woman, when we are all known that sometimes things make you feel angry or sad or hurt or upset. And that is not a gendered or racially specific feeling. Yet the trope of the angry black woman persists, and we saw it in this book, as it was being reinforced constantly in ways we hadn't even realized. And from that, I had started to dig deeper. Where does this idea even come from? And why has it been attributed to black women? She added. As Meghan Markle had discussed the topics with actress Issa Rae and comedian Ziwa Famundo, with whom she had shared anecdotes about her acting career and the description that she usually saw associated with black characters during auditions. And in addition, the Duchess of Sussex had noted that Issa Rae, who also works as a producer, is working to play against those labels and helping to dispel the typecast of the angry black woman. In earlier episodes, Meghan had tackled the toxic characterization of Asian women as the dragon ladies, and with American comedian Margaret Cho and the figure of the bimbo with socialite Paris Hilton. As each week, the Duchess hosts a number of guests to discuss the stereotypes associated with negative labels, routinely associated with women. As the podcast, which was temporarily paused following the death of the Queen last month, is released every Tuesday exclusively on Spotify. As the Duchess of Sussex had struck an agreement with the platform alongside her husband Prince Harry, following their departure from the royal family in 2020. However, this is not the first time that Meghan hits out at Google. As before, netizens exposed that Meghan had never looked Harry up on the internet is fake. And in Oprah's interview before, Meghan claims that she never looked up my husband online and didn't do any research into the monarchy. But according to the authors of Finding Freedom, Meghan had looked up Harry via a thorough Google search for their first date. And Meghan had also known Princess Eugenie for several years before even meeting Harry. An old school friend, Nanaki Priddy, had said Meghan was fascinated by both the royal family and Princess Diana. As especially, Piermorgan has blasted Meghan Markle for 17 untrue, exaggerated, and unprovable slurs against the royal family. As the TV firebrand hit out at the delusional Duchess, weeks after she had walked away from hosting the Good Morning Britain over his refusal to apologize for disbelieving her.